Hey everybody, I've got this design from Silliest Slogans and they wanted to convert it to a sim embroidery look, and if you magnify closely, the detail is incredible if you do it right. That's what this video is going to show you, my process to get this good clean result. Now this design is in vector format in Illustrator, full size around 11.5 inches. So copy it, flip over to Photoshop and create a new document. Switch from pixels to inches, 300 dpi, and RGB. Hit OK and paste the pixels. Now use the magic wand to select each color to copy them to their own layer. Let's start with the brown of the bear by clicking within the color and you see the marching ant selection. In the layer menu, select New Layer via Copy or Command J. Now the brown is off on a layer by itself. Repeat this process with the rest of the colors until all 6 colors are represented within a single layer. Now, I like starting with the outline of the design, and this is the black layer, so I'll hide everything else. In the window menu under Extensions, open Realistic Embroidery. Okay, let me organize things a little bit here and get out all of the menus I'm going to need, which includes the Properties menu. On the black, because there's some fine detail, I'm going to select the S for small under the Border button. Now click Border and let the tool do its magic. This may take a little while depending on your computer and the detail in the design. When the border is complete, it will appear in red, and now you can click on Fill Area. Once again, this will take some time and you'll see the script doing its job. When it stops running, you'll keep clicking on Fill until all the gaps have been closed inside the artwork. This may take several clicks, and when it's done, you'll get a notification the area is full. Now you can hit the Render button and once again wait for it to do its thing. When the render is complete, it will appear in blue and you will see the new layers it created. I like to hide the cloth displace layer because it creates transparent pixels I don't want in my final art. In the Layers menu, click Merge Visible. You will see a few hidden layers appear, so click on the first one and shift-click on the bottom one to select and then trash them. Command-click on the new layer RE Main to select as content, and then add a Levels Adjustment layer. Then Command-click it again to add a black and white adjustment layer. I always drag the Levels Adjustment layer to the very top. Select the black and white adjustment layer and use the Properties menu to select Tint and then click on the swatch and drag it to the corner and make it black. Selecting the Levels Adjustment layer will allow you to lighten and darken the image by moving the histogram sliders. You'll want it dark, but not so dark you lose the detail. Play around with the sliders until you like what you see. Shift-select the 3 layers and click the Create a New Group button and rename it whatever makes sense to you. Drag your group down to the bottom of the Layers menu to get it out of the way. Repeat this process for all the remaining colors. When it comes to getting the colors correct on each layer, you can always select the original solid color layer and use the eyedropper to reveal the hex code in the color picker. Copy the code and then back in the Properties menu on the black and white adjustment layer, click on the tint swatch and paste the code. You will then use the Levels Adjustment layer to shift the color visually until you like what you see. When all the layers are processed, select and group the original solid color layers and hide them. This is a good time to save the file. Notice here how I have the final layer stacked. You want to have the black on top in most cases. However, I chose to put the eye and red layer on top of the black because the smaller detail looked better on top. If we closely look, there are anomalies in the stitching. Let's fix them one layer at a time by utilizing the Clone Stamp tool. Use the Option key to select a good source area parallel to your seam and paint over the areas you want to blend. A good practice using the Clone tool is to paint in short strokes and pick a new reference often to avoid creating visible patterns in your work. When you jump to each color, remember to open that group and only select the RE main layer to make the changes. How far you go with this is up to you. This art will be excellent for DTF transfers, stickers, embroidery mock-ups, and many other things. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to support the channel. A link to the Realistic Embroidery plugin is in the description. Thanks for watching.